Well, good afternoon, folks. My name is Brad Koch, and I am the captain over our Central Division. I want to thank all of you for joining us this afternoon at our Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department Fire and Training Academy. To paraphrase Deputy Chief Pearsall, earlier today we recognized new talent within our organization as we had the opportunity to swear in 17 new police officers. Now is our opportunity to recognize the promoting talent as we recognize 9 leaders of our organization as they take another step in their policing career. Today we are promoting 6 sergeants, 2 sergeants to the rank of lieutenant, and 1 lieutenant to the rank of captain. At this time, I would like everyone to please stand for the presentation of our colors by our honor guard, then remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Communications Supervisor Dre Galloway, followed by our invocation from CMPD Chaplain Theo Schaefer.
Carry, ho, shoulder, up, forward, up, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Pose. Up. Ready. Take. Present. Oh.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order. Up. Ready. Hey. Off time. Come on. Left, right. Ready. Turn. Left, right. Forward. Walk. Left, right. Left, right. Left, right. Left, right. Left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Let us pray. Eternal and gracious Creator, we appreciate your hand upon our city, upon our leadership, and upon these we honor on today. Father, I ask that you would just bless their families, their friends, their support as they endeavor at a new level of what you have called them to do. Father, we pray for our chiefs, every officer and supervisor, every leader, every supporter, every partner, every community partner with us. That you will continue to guide us in your light, in your vision, and by the grace of our God in divine protection as you have called us to this great and precious work. We thank you for every memory being made, every moment being shared, what you have done, what you will do, and what you are doing even now. These and other blessings we ask. In your precious name we pray. Amen. God bless you today.
All right, everyone may have a seat. At this time, I'd like to invite our Chief of Police, Johnny Jennings, to the stage to say a few words. Chief.
Thank you. Appreciate everyone being here today. I do want to recognize if there are any former CMPD employees, any former employees in the audience, I'll ask you to please stand at this time. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your service. It's always good also to see here my former mentor, friend, and boss, retired Assistant Chief Vicki Foster. Thank you for coming today. So, what a great day this is to be the police chief of Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. For those who don't know, this morning we graduated class 189 and saw them off. So what we're able to do within our department, and to be able to have people come in and want to do this job and function as a police officer in some of the most challenging times that I've often said in my 30-year career, it just does me, really makes me feel really good about the profession that we're in. I know there are such good men and women that are out there doing a service to our citizens in our community unselfishly and wholeheartedly to make our community safer and better. I appreciate each and every one of you, and to be here at this moment to celebrate your next step in your career as a Charlotte-Mecklenburg, with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, is also fascinating. One of the toughest things about being the police chief is the knowledge that there's such a pool of talent in our profession and in our department and agency that it's difficult, that you know that there are so many good people that don't get the opportunity to make it to the next level. So each of you that are getting promoted today should be very proud of your accomplishments. Each of the families of those promotees today should be very proud of what your loved ones have been able to accomplish. So I do want to make sure that we recognize the family members and give them a round of applause for sharing their loved ones with us. So being promoted to the next level is a difficult and challenging opportunity for each of you, particularly at the sergeant's level. Those who once only had to worry about themselves now have to worry about everyone else within that they are responsible for on their shifts. Those who are moving up to the command staff level, you have to be thinking departmentally and not. So we have to understand that we start looking at can be difficult, but I do wish each and every one of you the best of luck. Part of your promotion in one of the city in the country, you are leading an organization that means so much.
Started with the promotions. I had asked the command staff for an example that their leadership shared with me. First up, we're going to do our According to Sergeant Overcash, Detective Allman has been team for more than 8 years, and during that time has taken on developed natural leadership abilities. All detectives are required to lead during demonstrated his strong operational plans and directing others can quickly analyze information, effectively communicate, and make decisions quickly while delegating roles and responsibilities. In addition, Detective Allman has also created and developed roles and responsibilities of the violent criminal apprehension. And responsibilities of the violent criminal apprehension. Officers and dispatchers on top of as many other Mecklenburg Police Department as we lead our agency into the future, carrying on the highest standards of leadership as he continues. He was assigned to the North Tryon Division in the Crime Reduction Unit from 2007 to 2011, working in the Crime Gun Suppression Team. His new assignment will be a sergeant in the University. Was recognized as the and 2019 was a recipient 2013 and 2016 and was awarded the medal 2009 and 2016. He earned his joined on stage by his wife Amity and his children Lucas and Ryan.
Congratulations, Sergeant Allman. Congratulations, Sergeant Banks.
Our next promotee is Officer Melissa Sissio. According to Captain Barry, Officer Sissio assumed the position as the lead instructor of the department's driver training program in December of 2018. From day one, Officer Sissio demonstrated initiative, deep passion for her new assignment, and strategic, visionary thinking, just to name a few. She recognized the need for our recruits to improve their ability to process critical information while operating police vehicles under stress. She developed and implemented a narrative commentary driving curriculum which developed the brain's ability to process extremely fluid information by saying aloud what he or she is seeing while performing technical maneuvers. This method has been shown to be a significant success with our recruit driver training program. In addition, after attending a national driving conference, Officer Sissio partnered with the City Department of Transportation and the Vision Zero Task Force to design and install custom multi-use traffic signals at our CVOC, City Vehicle Operations Center, across the street. She has made a significant impact here at the Academy, and she will be greatly missed. However, there is no doubt she will continue to be a true leader. Officer Sissio is part of the 160th recruit class, hired in October 2010. She worked in the Eastway Division from 2011 to 2015, worked as part of the Covert Operations Division as a gang unit detective from 2015 to 2018, and since that time has been the lead driving instructor out here at the Training Academy. Officer Sissio's new assignment will be a sergeant in the Westover Division. She's a member of the Civil Emergency Unit since 2011. She was recognized as the Officer of the Month in 2012, earned her General Instructor Certificate from the North Carolina Justice Academy in 2015, earned her Specialized Driver Instructor Certificate from the North Carolina Justice Academy in 2018, was recognized by the North Carolina Gang Investigator Association with a Special Achievement Award in 2018. Officer Sissio earned her Bachelor of Arts in Sports and Exercise Science from Messiah College in Pennsylvania in 2002. She's joined on stage by retired CMPD Officer Donna Ring and her son Hayden. You may pin.
Congratulations, Sergeant Sissio.
Our next promotee is Detective Caleb Farrar. According to Sergeant Cherry, in November of 2019, Detective Farrar interviewed an individual on several outstanding larceny from auto warrants. During this interview, he established a respectful relationship that resulted in a confession and a total of 30 felony charges. Now, fast forward a month, and detectives were investigating an unrelated homicide in the Steel Creek Division, and officers located the same individual. During the subsequent interview, this individual asked to speak with Detective Farrar. Now, the homicide sergeant contacted him, who was at home on his day off, spending time with his family during the holiday season, to see if he would be willing to come talk with this individual because he specifically requested him. Detective Farrar came in, spoke with him, and the individual ended up confessing to the homicide. It will forever remain unclear what would have happened had Detective Farrar not fielded that phone call or instead chosen to spend time with his family during the holidays. This confession gave a family that had been broken during the holiday season some semblance of closure and justice. Detective Farrar is part of lateral class number 9, hired in September of 2017. Prior to joining the CMPD, Detective Farrar worked in the Boone Police Department from 2013 to 2017. And since that time has been in the Westover Division as a patrol officer and as a detective. Detective Farrar's new assignment will be a sergeant in a yet-to-be-determined patrol division. He was recognized as the Officer of the Month in 2019, as the Detective of the Month in 2020, earned his Crash Reconstruction Certificate from the Institute of Police Technology and Management in 2018, earned his North Carolina Advanced Law Enforcement Certificate in 2020. Detective Farrar earned his Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice from Appalachian State University in 2013. Chief's very proud. And graduated from the Public Safety Leadership Institute and Central Piedmont Community College in 2019. Detective Farrar is joined on a stage by his wife, Sarah, his super spunky son, Andrew, who is excited to be here, as well as his parents, Scott and Leslie, who I'm sure are very proud. You may pin.
Congratulations, Sergeant Farrar.
Chief, I think we have a fan favorite in the house. I haven't had a response like that yet. Our next promotee is Officer Tom Hildebrand. According to Lieutenant Fischbach, I have personally worked with Officer Hildebrand for a number of years while I worked in the Public Affairs Office. And there are numerous examples of his commitment and dedication to this profession, but I feel Lieutenant Fischbach encapsulates the work with this. Recognizing the need for community members to have another way to meet their local patrol division, Officer Hildebrand initiated and implemented the Where You Live video segments that are published onto the CMPD website. This video segment includes an interview with the division captain, featured division officers, and including imagery of the community. Now, these videos provide the community an entertaining and virtual way to get to know the patrol division that serves them. Having this connection with the community and the police help further build the important bridges of communication and are the essence of Chief Jennings' community collaboration pillar. Officer Hildebrand is part of the 151st recruit class hired in January of 2007. Worked in the North Tryon Division from 2007 to 2016. Worked in the Steel Creek Division from 2016 to 2020. And since that time has been a member of the Public Affairs Division. Officer Hildebrand's new assignment will be a sergeant in the North Tryon Division. Officer Hildebrand was a patrol training officer from 2012 to 2019. Was a recipient of the Life Saving Award in 2013. Was a member of the peer support team since 2019 and earned his general instructor certificate from the North Carolina Justice Academy in 2019. Officer Hildebrand earned his Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice from the State University in New York at Brockport in 2006 and is joined on stage by his wife Kristen and his children Will, Cassie, and Luke. You may pin.
Congratulations, Dr. Hildebrand.
Our final promotion to the rank of sergeant today is Officer Garrett Tryon. According to Sergeant Pietras, one of Officer Tryon's most shining attributes is his ability to make a genuine personal connection with anyone that he encounters. He understands the importance of this practice and has shown it over and over again. This is what makes him a good police officer, a good person, and most importantly, a great leader. I'm confident that his unique ability to establish these connections with those he leads and those he encounters will unlock endless potential as he moves forward into this next chapter of his career. Officer Tryon was part of the 167th recruit class, graduated in October of 2013. He spent his entire career in the University City Division, working in patrol and most recently as a member of the Crime Reduction Unit, and his new assignment will be a sergeant in the Steel Creek Division. Officer Tryon was recognized as the Officer of the Month in 2015 and 2016, and is also the recipient of the Life Saving Award in 2016. He earned his associate's degree in Applied Sciences in Criminal Justice from Stanley Community College in 2018, and is joined on stage by his wife Alexis and his children Bryn, Wyatt, and Callum. You may pin.
Congratulations, Dr. Tryon.
Now we will move to the rank for the promotion to the rank of lieutenant. And first up is Sergeant Keith Martin. According to Lieutenant Green, anyone who has worked with Sergeant Martin knows that he represents professionalism and leadership on a daily basis. He understands how every employee plays a vital role in reaching the goals of the organization. Throughout his career, Sergeant Martin has worked in a variety of assignments and has performed at an exceptional level in each one. His success is a result of his ability to lead and inspire others to perform at their highest levels. For the past 3 years, he supervised the crime scene unit. His ability to lead a group of highly motivated and productive individuals has set a great example for others and has resulted in the unit being recognized locally, regionally, and nationally. Terms that have been used to describe Sergeant Martin are calm, resilient, focused, tactful, fair, ethical, and authentic. When combining these characteristics with his experience, I have no doubt that Sergeant Martin will excel in his next step in his career. The organization has done well to promote someone of Sergeant Martin's caliber. Sergeant Martin is part of the 131st recruit class hired in June of 1999. As an officer, he worked in the Westover Division until 2005, worked in the Violent Crimes Division in the Homicide Unit from 2005 to 2012 when he was promoted to sergeant. As a sergeant, he went back to the Westover Division until 2018, and most recently has been part of the Property and Evidence Management Division, supervising the Crime Scene Search Unit. Sergeant Martin's new assignment will be a lieutenant in Operations Command. Sergeant Martin was a patrol training officer from 2004 to 2005, was a member of the officer-involved shooting team from 2007 to 2012, was a patrol training sergeant from 2015 to 2018, and was a graduate of the first Sergeant Leadership Development course in 2020. Sergeant Martin earned his Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice from Radford University in Virginia in 1999 and his Master of Science in Security Studies from East Carolina University in 2018. He's joined on stage by his wife, CMPD Detective Susan Martin, and their daughter Tegan. You may pin.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Martin.
Chief, I think we got to do these in the afternoon more often. We got the intensity and the vigor of the room is phenomenal. Our next promotion to the rank of lieutenant is Sergeant Danny Myers. According to Lieutenant Royston, Sergeant Myers' leadership during the transition from TRAP to the Crime Gun Suppression Team was one of the key reasons of the success of the unit. He communicated openly and honestly with all the detectives, providing the expectations and mission for the Crime Gun Suppression Team and working with additional detectives and sergeants in the transition. Sergeant Myers is tasked daily with directing operations to take violent suspects into custody safely and effectively. He has a great understanding of the laws and policies that he and the detectives must follow during the high-risk arrest operations and is always ready to take command and handle any obstacle he and his detectives face. Sergeant Myers can be depended on to make critical decisions quickly so that violent suspects are taken into custody safely. I was fortunate enough to have Sergeant Myers on my first shift during his first night in Metro Division on third shift during his PTO phase, and I've been able to watch his maturation and development to one of the most effective supervisors within the department and has been an extremely rewarding experience. Sergeant Myers is part of the 150th recruit class hired in September of 2009. As an officer, he worked in the Metro Division, not only as a patrol officer, but as a bike officer and as a coordinator until he was promoted to sergeant in 2016. As a sergeant, he worked in the Independence Division, the Steel Creek Division, and most recently, the Covert Operations Division, not only overseeing the Targeted Response and Apprehension Team, but also the Crime Gun Suppression Team. His new assignment will be a lieutenant in Operations Command. Sergeant Myers is an instructor for the Supervisor Career Path since 2017, is a recipient of the Chiefs Unit Citation Award in 2021, and most recently, I'll add, finished his first marathon this past Saturday when I personally watched him finish at Kiowa. He earned his Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice from the University of North Carolina, Charlotte in 2008 and is joined on stage by his wife, Kelly, and their daughter, Isabel. You may pin.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Myers.
Our final promotion of the afternoon is to the rank of captain. And to receive that promotion is Lieutenant Celestine Ratliff. According to Captain Chris Dozier, when Lieutenant Ratliff was first assigned to the South Division, I was excited to be gaining an experienced leader who I knew to be well respected among her peers. Once here, she impressed me even more so when she made the wellness of her officers a top priority from the start. She made it clear that she wanted to increase morale and demonstrate to everyone in the South Division that they were valued and respected members of the division. With this vision, she created a hospitality team to sponsor events that officers could participate in to earn prizes and have fun, such as raffles, a cornhole tournament, and even a chili cook-off that were all well received and successful. Her selfless motivation was to make everyone here happier when they left for the day than when they came in. She's truly a kind-hearted and thoughtful person who shines through, even through the most difficult of times. Lieutenant Ratliff is part of the 117th recruit class hired in November of 1994. As an officer, she worked in the Hickory Grove Division, in the Community Services Division, and in the Steel Creek Division until she was promoted to sergeant in 2013. As a sergeant, she went to the Central Division and the Community Engagement Division until she was promoted to lieutenant in 2016. As a lieutenant, she worked in the Community Engagement Division. She was the executive officer for the Administrative Services and Support Services Group under Assistant Chief Vicki Foster, who's here today. She worked in Operations Command and most recently in the South Division. Lieutenant Ratliff's new assignment will be a captain over the University City Division. Lieutenant Ratliff is a member of the Race Matters for Juvenile Justice Leadership Team since 2014, is a member of the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives since 2017, is a member of the International Association of Chiefs of Police since 2018, is a recipient of the IACP Women's Leadership Institute Certificate in 2018. In addition to all that, she also serves on the following boards: CMPD Hope, Right Moves for Youth, Do the Right Thing, Juvenile Crime Prevention Council, and finally, the Police Athletic League. Lieutenant Ratliff earned her associate degree in law enforcement from Central Piedmont Community College in 1997. She earned her Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice from Pfeiffer University in 2000 and is joined on stage by her husband Lee and her children Candace and Lee Jr. You may pin. You would have thought Lee would have done this before. But. Now, if the other 8 promotees can please join newly minted Captain Ratliff up on stage here, I would ask City Clerk Stephanie Kelly to come out here and give the reaffirmation of oath of office.
If you would, please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right and repeat after me. I state your names. Do solemnly swear that I will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith, that I will be alert and vigilant to enforce the criminal laws of this state, that I will not be influenced in any manner on account of personal bias or prejudice, that I will faithfully and impartially execute the duties of my office as a law enforcement officer according to the best of my skill, abilities and judgment, so help me God. Best wishes and Godspeed.
All right, let's give it up one more time for our 9 new promotees. Now, as we close out the last promotional ceremony for the year, these past year and a half has brought us unique challenges unlike anything we have seen in our lifetime. Each of you have worked and led through a pandemic and the racial justice movement. The number of challenges facing not only law enforcement, but our community and country are dynamic, substantial, and it seems never-ending. And even over the last few weeks, with the latest emergence of this Omicron variant, it seems like we will be talking and working through COVID-19 for the foreseeable future. Regardless of the circumstances or situation, there are 3 leadership challenges that each of you will face with your new seats in our organization, and I will share them with you now. You must provide inspiration. As a leader, the officers in your division, area, or on your shift are all looking to you to provide inspiration and motivation to completing their work. This can be difficult in a challenging work environment, or even if you're not feeling very motivated. To inspire others, help focus on the value of their work that it creates. Focus on the difference that they can make each day in the lives of those we have the opportunity to help each and every day. Help them remember their why. Share the vision for the team and make sure each of them can connect to how their piece of work can make a difference. Helping your team find purpose in their work is critical. Surveys have shown that 90% of employees said they would trade financial awards for greater meaning within their work, and you must help them provide that meaning. Number 2, developing others. A key part of your role as a leader is talent and employee development. It's important to search out the potential in your team members and encourage their growth. You'll need to understand their hopes for the future and find ways to help challenge and even stretch them. Make sure that you take the time to listen to your team. It's your duty and responsibility as leaders to help those in your care to identify their goals and help achieve them. Number 3, leading change. Change can often feel scary or uncertain, and leading a team through it is an insignificant challenge for today's leaders. How we work is changing like never before, and employees will continue to look to leadership for guidance and reassurance. As the world started working from home back in March of 2020, we will continue to show up like we did each and every day. Change and challenges are inevitable, so you must be nimble, adaptable, and ready to handle anything that comes your way. Leadership is not a license to do less, it's a responsibility to do more. Abraham Lincoln said in The Art of His Transformative Leadership that the most striking part was how he wanted to be an example of what leadership should look like. Now, how did he do it? Through his compassion, self-awareness, and humility. There was always a sense of common purpose that guided his presidency and how he approached every decision. How does this relate to your new leadership role? Treat everyone with compassion, always be self-aware of your knowledge, skills, and abilities, and when to ask for help, and most importantly, be humble. Now, with the exception of Captain Ratliff and Lieutenant Martin, each of you have yet to reach the halfway point